Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anissa Salima, and in this occasion I will explain to you the material of morphology. Have you ever wondered why if there are two mice, we have to call it two mice in English instead of saying two mouses? Why is it that the way to read tree and tree is different, even though the letters are only one difference? Why? These kinds of questions are questions that encourage people's interest in learning linguistics. So, what is linguistics? In simple terms, this science is a science that focuses on language and its users are a means of communication. Linguistics will take you learn the structure of language and all aspects that surround it. Linguistics has a branch of science called morphology. In biology, morphology is the study of the shape of organisms, especially animals and plants. Likewise, in linguistics, morphology is the study of language itself, like studying about word formation and also variation of word combination. In a language, morphology itself is divided into two types. That's free and bound. What's the difference? Let's see. Free morphemes are morphemes that can stand alone into words without being bound to other morphemes. An example: study, man, kind, and on. Free morphemes divide into two, namely is lexical morphemes and functional morphemes. Lexical morphemes are morphemes that can stand alone and the contents of the lessons we convey are clear. Lexical morphemes are divided into three, namely is verb, noun, and adjective. An example: read, baby, cool, and others. While functional morphemes are morphemes that can stand alone but it is not clear what content will be conveyed. Functional morphemes are divided into four, namely is conjunction, preposition, articles, and pronouns. An example is but, at, the, and she. Next is bound morphemes. Bound morphemes are morphemes that cannot stand alone but must be bound or attached to other morphemes. Bound morphemes are divided into two, namely is derivational morphemes and inflectional morphemes. Derivational morphemes are morphemes which if tied or attached to another morpheme will form a new morpheme or morpheme with different grammar from the previous morpheme. In derivational morpheme, there are two kinds, which can be at the beginning of a word, at the end of word. In Indonesia, we usually know her as an affix. An example of the word beautiful is adjective, is derived from the word beauty, which comes from a noun, beauty, it's noun. And the one with full morphemes the one who turns noun into adjective. So for that reason, the full morphemes is included in the derivational morphemes, the one with s at the end. For change from a noun to an adjective, while inflectional morphemes are morphemes that are tied or attached to other morphemes, which are only to identify grammatically, not to produce new words or from the words with different grammar from the previous word. For example, the word is book. Book is noun and is derived from the word book is noun. Here, books change to books because to explain that there are many or plural books. So it doesn't change the grammar of the word because the word book into books remain in the same grammar, namely is noun. That's a few videos from me. Sorry if there are mistakes. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you very much for your nice attention. Have a nice day everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.